Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 27th, 2025. This is for Aries. Oh my goodness, so many cards just fell. Last shuffle for Aries. Let's see what the spirits got to say. I'm like, goodness gracious. I just love it when they just pop out like that. So we have happy success, ascendant masters, and we have letting go, conflict, and dark thoughts. So it's very important that we let go of the things that were done or the things that were said during a conflict. If you're trying to reconcile or just at least come to a compromise and understanding something, like at least we could come to a middle ground. Today's the perfect day. Okay, more cards flew again. This deck is saying, yeah, we got a lot to say. Happy success in ascendant masters. They're kind of throwing out here that you know what to do, right? Stop overthinking things or don't think negatively about um, what was said, especially if it was towards you or about you. And it may have been that you may feel like you have to defend yourself. The best defense in this energy would be to move on, right? That's the best defense, because here's the deal. And I'm sure you got the nine. Okay, so I'm sure that I've mentioned this many times before, but there's a book, right, called The Four Agreements. And it keeps coming up for me in these readings. But this book is kind of small. It's like the size of your hand. Very easy reading, simple, very straight to the point. No extra fluff to this book. Very easy to read. You can read this book in a day if you really, you really get to it. And it's about the four agreements that we make. One of them comes to mind, and the one agreement is not to take anything personally, right? And that would mean that if you take it personally or take something personally someone says, that means that you agree with what they're saying. And also, this is negative or positive. It's not just, most of the time that's what we are told, don't take it personally, that's what they said. Don't take anything positive personally either. And that's mostly because people are projecting, right? We're only telling you our opinion of what we feel of you based on our experiences in life. And so this looks like someone may have told you something that may have weighed heavily on your mind. And I'm seeing Nine of Cups, King of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Now we're letting go. We have a conflict and dark thoughts. It's not, there's something about someone putting a lot of emphasis on you, looking at you, and then may even be talking a lot about how it's like they were trying to get you to go with something with them, like whatever their goal was, whatever they were trying to achieve, or whatever it was like they were coming at you with it. So however this goes, it doesn't really specify. It just shows that whatever it was about them. It was not about you. And so they wanted you to do something for them, with them, or go along with something. So it could have been that they wanted, everyone to believe something. So they got on you about your set of beliefs or what you think. Or they may have wanted, and it's mostly because you stand out and because you're very successful, they wanted to relate to you. But by relating to you, they may have taken like a hit, you know what I mean, to make you defensive. They may have offended you on purpose, so that, hey, if me and Aries are similar, then I'm a good person. I'm decent. I'm not that bad. It could have been any kind of thing, whatever it was, right? Maybe they're waiting for their time or their turn, and they're trying to make it seem like so are you, but you already arrived wherever you need. You know what I mean? There, like this would be the vibe of someone telling another person, I have issues with this, and so does Aries. And you're sitting there going, do I have issues with something? Like maybe they have issues with teamwork, like getting along with other people. And they're saying, see, like Aries. And you're just like, do I have issues with that? No, you don't. This is someone trying to relate to you and kind of like knock you down a few pegs on purpose, and not to purposely knock you down a few pegs, but to relate to you in a sense. To be like, everyone thinks Aries is so perfect. Aries is so amazing. I want to be like Aries. They're still waiting for something to come in to be like you, but they want to be like you now. So let me try to attribute my qualities to Aries. Okay, so Spirit is saying, happy success with the Empress, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. The only way to compromise with a person, or to, because I'm seeing a compromise, and I'm seeing that you may have agreed with something that they said. You may already have had that in the back of your mind, that something was, off with you, or there was an issue, and there really was none. It's just something that you were thinking and they just happened to hit it. I'm seeing that energy for you. Spirit wants you to say to yourself that you're in perfect balance. And if you say that, it's easier for you to compromise with the person, because now you're like, look, I'm straight. I don't agree with what they're saying, but I see what they're trying to do. And I see that they're trying, or they're really working hard to achieve this level of balance that I have achieved. So therefore, we're not taking this personally. We're compromising with this person in a sense of saying, you know what, I'm not even going to take it. I just water rolling off the duck's back. We're communicating in a sense of, it's almost, they want you to communicate, but the communication is lighthearted. So they're asking you to be lighthearted with that individual, to compromise, to get back, like to reconcile. And then you need to try to figure out, why is it that you took offense, right? Anytime we take offense, that means that we agreed with something that they said. And so Spirit's kind of telling you, like, why would you even take offense to something, or be upset about something, or feel like you have to defend yourself? There's nothing to defend. There's nothing there. So like, you're already straight, you're already good, Aries, like, you're already set. So you know what I mean? And it's not to say that you got upset. This isn't that energy of like, how could you say that to me? It was like later you're like, whatever, and then later on it starts playing, and playing over and over in your mind, like, is there something going on with me? Maybe there is, because why would they say that? So happy success would be a mindset, or a mind state of saying, I'm still going to go after what I want. Like, you know what I mean? I have goals, and I have dreams for myself, and I'm just going to continue to forge forward towards those dreams or those wishes. Ascended Masters is 6 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Okay, so that's a belief system that everything always gets better. Like, it doesn't matter. Every day is an opportunity to improve. Every day is an opportunity to unload the cares of yesterday, and start today with pursuing my interests, pursuing my goals. I'm seeing angel number 0707. That's usually a number of compromise, but also of self-awareness, because I'm seeing that where Spirit's asking you to look inside yourself, and examine why you feel the way you do, or what caused you to feel the way that you do. If someone did accost you, or come towards you, and say anything to you, or act a certain way, you're just like, well, what the heck am I putting out? Am I putting out loser energy? Because why did you just now put me in a category of that? Or am I putting, and it's not loser, I'm not necessarily seeing loser, I'm seeing an energy of someone who, they may have been trying to push on you that you were maybe not doing, your work wasn't up to par, or that you weren't performing properly, or maybe you had mental illness, or something here, right? Something about something to that degree, it looks like. 0707 speaks a lot about letting go what no longer serves you, and not to hold on to grudges, right? And so I'm seeing that energy, the way to let go of the grudge, if there is one, or any resentment at all, would be to say to yourself, I'm in perfect balance. If you're in perfect balance, there's no grudge to be had, because what's the point? You're good, you're solid. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, poor thing, you're projecting, and let it be. Express your emotions when you see 0707, but aim towards a compromise. But if there's a lack of understanding, Spirit's asking you to walk away. Just move on. Let go of it, because there may not be a compromise for someone who is really set on projection. Just the best way to get over that hump is to experience a level of success. So they're asking you to focus on success, right? The truth will always set you free, and your truth is that doesn't apply to you, right? Something doesn't apply to you. Angels of the 4 directions, you have 5 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And so I'm seeing that you have a choice, an opportunity in front of you. Archangels Raphael and Uriel, but I'm seeing more so Archangel Raphael is trying to help you to see that there's nothing that applies to you. And Archangel Raphael especially is proficient at bringing people together. This is an angel that helps others to see the other's point of view, helps everyone to be on the same page, helps compromise, helps reconnection, bringing together the family, or 2 people that need to be working together. I'm seeing two strong energies. The two King of Wands are here. So this person also is great in their own right, but they may not even see it in their own, they may not see it. I'm seeing someone who is having a hard time seeing that. And in that instance, they see you as great. And usually when someone projects, that means that they recognize something about them inside of another, right? When you're projecting to another person, you recognize aspects of yourself in that person, right? A positive, for the good or for the bad. But I'm seeing it being for the good, but this person not feeling like they're there. So they have to kind of like pull you down a little bit, right? So that you're struggling mentally just like I am. You're struggling with your sense of self like I am, and you're not. But they're, because they're questioning themselves, but they're also great in their own right. I'm seeing your higher self as Judgment and Two of Swords, right? And your higher self is trying to get you to see that you're overthinking things, or you may be overthinking things, or you have. It's time to approach things with a lighthearted energy. Slow down, celebrate yourself. Focus on releasing everything about this situation. Feel it. Feel the feeling of like, yeah, maybe I do agree to some degree with what they're saying, because why else would it bother me? It would only bother you if you agree. You got to read this book. I swear that book changed my life. So it's easy for me to be like, well, you know what? I used to take some things personally, and I would overthink things to the max. Someone says something kind of mean, you're just like, but I wouldn't take it personally where I'm resenting them. More so than anything else, it's self-introspection. Like, what? Maybe they see something I don't. I need to dig deep and see if there's something I need to do. But they're asking you to let things go. Okay, let things go, because this is a struggle, an internal struggle of another person. Okay, so look into your sixth house, and also too, there's a sign that you will see. It's like, it's not a color, but more like, you know how when there's a spray of water and there's like this prism color, that like the color of the rainbow, that brilliance that you see when water, like fine sprays of water. That's what I'm seeing, and that may be a sign to you if you see anything like that. That spirit is trying to tell you, listen, remember who you are, discover your sparkle, remember how you show up, right? I'm also seeing legal matters energy here, and so to me, this also tells me that you need to compromise with any legal anything. If you find yourself being pulled over by the police, now's not the time to to stand up. You know what I mean? Now's the time to compromise and to, in a sense, communicate how you feel about the situation, so that there's a need to take things very light, not take offense to anything. So like, you get pulled over and the officer's a jerk, be very cautious about this. For some reason, spirit wants you to make sure that you are very lighthearted, flirtatious, even not necessarily flirtatious like you're just like, hey, here's the girls, you know what I mean? But more of like a lighthearted, jokey flirtation, right? Not not being raunchy with it, but oh, that color matches your eyes or something, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. They want you to stay very lighthearted, because I am seeing something to that magnitude. It may not be, it does look like traveling, but it also could be any other situation where we're having to approach or be approached by authority figures. So be very cautious with that. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. We also have another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you could be an Aries, Taurus cusp. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.